For the longest time, I believe most people have kind of looked at the mark of the beast wrong. And I think it's important to really look at, how do you look at it? Because fully understanding it obviously is going to help you avoid receiving the mark of the beast. And I believe that there's something that just took place last week that is a possible causation of forcing the world to receive the mark of the beast. So let's go look at it first. We're going to go to Revelation, starting verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so be very clear on what this is. There's certainties in this. It is a marking. It's a mark. It's a physical marking that you will receive, that you could look at a person and go, there's that mark. They have that mark. It's not something that's underneath the skin. It's not a scar. It is a marking. The words there definitely, go look up all the Greek words there. You're going to understand. This is a marking. This is something that clearly says, I am with this guy. I stand with the Antichrist. It is a marking. Be very clear on that. But it's also one that you buy or sell except one who has the mark. So here's the thing. Recently, what we saw about a week ago is that somebody stole every American's personal information. I don't know if you heard that or not. Google it. Every American, and not just every American. So that includes your name, address, social security number, date of birth, phone number, like all of your personal information. Not some of it, all of it. And not only every American, not every American, but every Canadian and every European. Now, think about that for a second. Every single Canadian, American, and European person who is alive now has their personal all their social security number, all that stuff. And of course, Canadians and Europeans don't use social security number, but they have other identifying factors. All of them the same except for that number, but they'll have their own number, whatever that is. Put it below, I'd be curious. But all of that is now in the hands of somebody who stole it, and they are selling it on the dark web for $3.2 million. That's not a lot of money. It's more than I could afford, but I have no interest in that stuff. But it's not a lot of money. Now, I have always believed that the mark of the beast would ultimately be something that is something physically you can see that allows you to buy, sell, and trade. That's what it is. That's what it is. So if it is that thing, the only reason to kind of force a society or a world onto it would really come down to, it's the only way to prove that you're who you are. That would be your only way. No longer will IDs or credit cards. Once anybody that wants to access it can get the world's personal information now. And it's not like they kind of get it. They get it. $3.2 million and it's yours. And there's going to be multiple players in this game. And how are they going to secure it? How are they going to force us all in it? And COVID was a setup for it. And here's why. Because COVID showed us that we all will comply if they can show us that we're all in danger. Then we all comply in whatever that thing is. So that happened. It happened. And now if we're all in danger, we're all going to comply. Most people will comply because they don't want their personal information stolen. They're going to comply, but eventually it's going to be a necessity. Like eventually you're not going to be able to go in anywhere and buy anything. It won't be about at that point you're an outlaw or anything. You just can't. You won't be able to go into 7-Eleven or anywhere and just sit there and go, well, here, can you take credit cards? I'll be like, no. Like, you got to scan your hand or your forehead. Like, that's how it's going to play out. So I believe that this is something we should keep our eyes on. And if you start to see politicians say, you know, oh, there's this data breach of all Americans and all Canadians and all Europeans, and now we have to secure it by kind of forcing the world into some pretty, probably for most people, well, this is logical, it makes sense. Like I don't want anybody to steal my information, so the only way I could really buy or sell anything is for somebody to scan my face or scan my hand. That's how, like, and that's kind of how it is now. I mean, my phone opens with my face and my laptop opens with my fingerprint. You just kind of take a little advancement from that to give some sort of marking that can be read at least by computer technology. Then there it is. There it is. There is the mark of the beast. No one can buy, sell, or trade anything without taking the mark of the beast. And there it is. You know, as well as, you know, we're heading into cryptocurrency. I mean, what's the point in cash if you got cryptocurrency? You know, it's looking to me like we're on a path, I guess is what I'm getting at. It feels like we're on a path that started in 2020, and we're just walking on down that path. You know, just like when you lead a pig to slaughter, you just kind of put a trail of food, you know, leading to the slaughterhouse. I mean, they're going to go to that slaughterhouse. Just leading a path, you know, leading us down that path. You know, it just looks like that. I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like that to me. It looks like this one, right when it hit, I thought, okay, now I can see how they can make force the world into it. Because like with COVID, you know, it was a risk that the whole world was at risk. So the whole world just complied overnight. When the whole world is at risk, they're going to have to come up with some sort of plan that's probably already been planned, some sort of plan that is going to ultimately lead to us complying, at least most people complying, to receive a mark on your hand or your head, just so you can, you know, hey, just know this is me. I'm on Amazon, I'm going to buy something. Just know this is me. It's not somebody else that stole my information. This is me buying this stuff on the internet. That's how it's going to play out. So there you go, man. Love to know your thoughts on any of this. Definitely put it below.